We've been having a lot of fun messing around with the PlayStation Classic as of late. Just recently, we looked at how to make this thing portable by using the G-Story gaming monitor carrying case for the PlayStation Classic. Thought that thing was pretty neat. If you haven't taken a look at that video, check it out. Pretty awesome stuff. But before I discovered that case to make this thing portable, I was more interested in a portable projector. So I'm no stranger to projectors. We do use a projector in my house. We have one plugged in, ready to go, watch movies, all that good stuff. But what I was looking for was something portable with a built-in battery so I don't have to have it plugged in. I can use it wherever I want, and that's where this comes in. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Vamvo Mini DLP rechargeable portable projector, see how it performs with the PlayStation Classic, talk about some pros and cons. I also tested it out with the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. Can be used with anything that has HDMI, so hey, not just limited to this or any other Classic Edition system. I was just looking at, hey, the most portable options, like, having a portable power supply for a system like this and just bam, plugging this thing in and checking it out wherever I want. So this is the box that it comes in. It doesn't come sealed. So taking a look at what comes in the box, we do get some little papers. Get a free prize, yay! You can get a discount, some other crap, whatever. It's just for posting reviews. Nobody cares about that. And then, well, let's get this thing out. So we do get a couple things beside the projector. We get the power supply and a little stand. We'll take a closer look at that stuff in a second. We also get a remote, which does come in handy. The user guide and a QR little thing or quality assurance thing saying that it passed. Hopefully it did, right? And then here is the actual projector. Just fits nicely in the hands. It's actually about the same size as a PlayStation Classic. So nice fit in my opinion. So this thing is going to be about 6 inches long, or however you're orientating it, right? 3 inches this way, and a little under an inch this way. So definitely a very small projector. Weighs about a half a pound, a little, maybe a little under. It's not crazy heavy, somewhere around there. Projects from around 15 inches to 130 inches. You can actually project less than that and more than that. The higher you go as far as the projection size, the less crisp your image is going to be, which there's some issues that I want to talk about in a second after we go over the specs. So to project, you want to be between 1.5 feet to 10 feet away from your screen that you're using this thing on. It does have a built-in 5200 milliamp hour battery. Really nice stuff. So from a full charge, I got around 4 hours of gameplay strictly with the PlayStation Classic. That was leaving it on, playing it here and there, going back and forth. The projector was on the entire time. It lasted me about 4 hours. You can also use this plugged in, so that's not an issue. Does have the port right there to plug in your power, so it will charge it. If it has too little charge on the battery and you have it plugged in, it'll just turn off and charge. So it's kind of a thing where it's a trade-off there. You got to have some decent battery power left to have it plugged in, because if it's too low, it'll just turn off so it can charge itself. So definitely keep that in mind. The one thing I do want to point out, I wish it used a micro USB instead of the barrel plug. Would have made things a hell of a lot easier. Like I could have used like one of these with 2 USBs and had the PlayStation plugged in and this to charge it at the same time or power it. But uses the little DC barrel charger. But hey, it is what it is. It has a native resolution of 800 by 480. Does support up to 1920 by 1080 by downscaling. So with a portable projector like this, yeah, you're not getting, really HD quality stuff. It does look really nice, and we're going to look at a lot of footage of this projected onto a 120-inch screen. Actually, I'm going to show it projected on this little box here in a minute as well, just to kind of showcase some stuff so you can get a varying idea. I'm not sure the size of this, definitely maybe around 10 inches or so. So we'll have a little screen right there in a second. It has a 1.5 watt built-in speaker right there. Actually, it doesn't sound too bad, but definitely if you're going to try to enjoy some outdoor action with this thing, using some external speakers would be beneficial. It does have a 3.5 millimeter audio jack for headphones or external speakers. We do have touch activated buttons on here to navigate the menus if you so choose, but you can also use the included remote. So we also have micro SD card slot to load up media that way, or USB. You can use a thumb drive and our HDMI port right there. So that's pretty cool. We do have the focus wheel on the side right here for focusing your image. The one thing that sucks with this is it's very, very touchy. Like there's no room for error when you get your thing focused. If you just barely touch it, you're out of focus, man. It's like on a hair. Pretty crazy stuff. Now, the other thing is with a portable projector, I use a projector just about every day. If you guys want, I will be doing some more projector reviews type things because I have a good handful, like three, I got three different home projectors that I have been looking at that are reasonably priced, actually. If you want to see that kind of stuff, let me know. We'll start doing some projector reviews, giving you guys my honest thoughts on these things. Definitely those are in a different league than this. This is a whole different thing. You got to really understand and expect what you're getting into if you get a portable projector, because these cannot compare to a home projector. These are just used to fool around with, essentially, in my opinion. But the one big problem is there's no keystone correction with this. So the keystone correction, from what I'm accustomed to, is either going to be a built-in software thing that readjusts, or you'll have some kind of switch or wheel that will like change the angle, because depending upon how you have it projected, you may need to, if you have it up like that, you may need to change the image to that so it's flat and straight on the wall, like it's an actual square. There's no keystone correction on this. You got to figure that out yourself by the positioning of the projector, so that has to be kept in mind. The projector also supports AirPlay, DLNA, and Miracast, so you can use this projector to mirror your cell phone screen fairly easily, all that good stuff. But this thing, I do find it neat. I would never use this for home use. This thing definitely is cool for some just little gameplay, or, outside. You got the kids running around, you want to play some games on the wall, or you have a screen up or something, or a box, or just on your wall. This thing is pretty neat just to screw around with and have fun, but it is definitely not a serious projector. So let's go ahead and take a look at some footage. Before we take a look at the footage, I did kind of forget to showcase the stand that it comes with. This thing, it's neat, it works. You can tighten it up however you want. There's some knobs and whatnot to tighten it. Just screws into the bottom here. That way you can have it set up. It's very difficult with this stand to get a good position. You're like really tweaking it, like the legs. You could get it nice and fine, but it can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. I found with using this projector for anything, I haven't really, like, and you see it just easily falls over if you're just like a little off center there. The feet could have been a little better to hold it up type of thing, I think. But what I've been finding myself doing instead of using the stand is just propping it up on something like a chair or a book or something, and just kind of adjusting to get a better angle that way. The one thing before we take a look at the footage, the way you turn it on is just that. You have this cover on the lens. Boom. And then it just starts projecting, as you can kind of see there. We got to turn the lights off for you to get a good look at that. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to have it project, sit on the table here, project onto this little box. Give you guys kind of an idea. See, it's a very little box. So we'll turn the lights off so you can take a look at that. And then I'm also going to showcase some footage of the PlayStation Classic and the Super Nintendo Classic Edition on a 120-inch screen for projectors. So let's take a look at this. So here we go. We've got the projector projecting onto this maybe 10-inch box. 480p resolution. It doesn't look too bad depending on what you're using it for. If you're using it for some retro gaming action, using any of these mini classic edition systems, it works very well. If you're using it to watch movies and stuff like that, it's just really going to depend. You're not getting that really crisp HD look, especially if you're plugging in a Blu-ray player or you're trying to stream some kind of HD action going on with this thing. It's not going to look that great. But I just wanted to take a look at this thing for gaming purposes, and it works to my expectations. Now, like I said, I do have other projectors, home projectors, and this definitely does not take the place of that. I would never use this for home, theater action, watching movies or anything like that. This is just kind of a thing that you just have. You pop out, you're in the back alley of 7-Eleven, you want to play some freaking PlayStation Classic on the back wall. Why not? You want to have a little barbecue action, prop this thing up, have a screen outside or project it on the garage or a wall somewhere. It works decently well. The speaker's not too bad. Let me jump into something so you can hear the speaker, and then I'm going to show this also on a 120-inch screen, because this speaker, it's a 1.5 little watt speaker, and it sounds pretty good. If you're not too far from it, if there's not a lot of noise going on where you're at, this thing sounds pretty good. Can't really complain. And I have it at like 60%, and I'm about a foot away from the projector, and it is loud. It is loud. If you put it all the way up to 100%, it's going to wash out my voice, but the little speaker works. It's not the highest quality. Definitely, if it's just a quick setup and you're having your kids watch a movie or you're playing some games, at a party, a barbecue, whatever the hell you're using it for, or in your kids' room. That's the one thing I've used it for too, is propped it up in the kids' room. Like here, go ahead and play some games or watch this. I've plugged in the Roku on this thing, and it works decently well. But there's that. Very loud. We have it at what, 60%? Holy crap. Boom. But there's that. I just wanted to showcase this on the little screen. On a bigger screen, looks even better for these retro games. Definitely not something I would use to watch like blockbuster HD movies with. I just wanted this for gaming. That's what I'm using it for. Just a quick pop-up portable gaming action using a portable power supply for my PlayStation Classic. I am in it to win it. Looking at the footage on the big screen, 120-inch, which I wouldn't go too much past that. I have other projectors that I use, and I project 200 inches and larger, and they work perfect and great. This little thing, you're really going to start getting fuzzy beyond 120 inches, and that focus ring, that focus wheel, gets even more touchy the further away you are, the bigger you're trying to make your screen. So anything above 120 inches is going to be damn hard to get a decent looking image. But I'm digging this thing. I really like it. Now, the thought process, and I had this well before I had the G-Story portable monitor for the PlayStation Classic. I had this a lot longer than that. It's just been taking me a while to get this video made, I guess. I didn't know how to go about it at first. Like, how do I film a video about a projector? But finally decided to do it. So screw it. Here we are. But if I had to choose, which would I choose? Now, I guess it's just going to depend on the situation. If I wanted a screen that was small, like this is like not even a 10-inch screen, I guess, now that I'm really thinking about it, as far as putting it on this little box, maybe like 6 inches, 8 inches, somewhere around there. If I wanted a smaller screen, I wouldn't use this. I would use the G-Story. If I wanted to go 50 inches or larger, up to 120 inches, and be able to just pop this up in certain places, then I would choose this. But as far as versatility goes, the portable monitor is it, in my opinion. I'd much rather use that because it's all contained. Just pop it open, start playing. I don't have to find a wall or a screen to project to. I love projectors after having used one in my home for a while. We got one right before the final season of Game of Thrones aired, and we were hooked. It was like we watch all our movies on it now, all our TV shows, that kind of thing. So I really dig that. But as far as this is very niche, in my opinion. This is really going to depend on your situation. I would much rather use a better projector, a home projector that has to be plugged in, that can go to 1080p, that kind of thing, for most of my viewing pleasure. My gaming stuff, if I want to keep it portable, I think the little monitor, the G Story, is cool, or other options. This is just kind of a thing to have that I think it's nice for the situations that you may be in. Like I said, barbecues, parties, that kind of thing. Boom, pop it in, let's go. That is neat, but it's not going to be for everybody. I'm not even 100% if it's for me. After really, getting the G Story mobile monitor, gaming monitor thing. Like I said, I had the projector before I had that, but after having that, it's like, man, that's the better solution for me. But hey, it's just going to depend on you. I think this is a quality little projector. You just have to understand what you can expect out of it. It's not going to do anything crazy here. It's 480. That's it. No keystone correction. That sucks. Very touchy focus. You get a few hours out of the battery, but you can have it plugged in at the same time. You can use micro SD cards, USB, mirror your phone's screen, that kind of thing. There's a lot of cool uses with this. If you're doing a presentation, that kind of thing comes in handy. For the price, I would much rather have a 720p or 1080p projector. If I was in the market for a projector. But hey, you might be in the market for a portable projector, and this might be of interest to you. So I wanted to share it with you guys. So really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. With that said, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out, boba, and boom. I can't thumbs up, but I am. Bye.